very true. So we got Titans of the cardboard, right?
Yeah, we got Max Turner on the right, I should say. I had them in the wrong spots. He's playing Gruul Aggro, and he's up against Garrett Meadows, who's playing the exact foil to the Aggro deck, which is Esper Control. It is a Drown Yard deck. He is playing, I think he's playing all of the Terminus and all of the Supreme Verdict, which would be pretty good in this spot. So
is he an Aetherling deck as well?
No, he is a he has a win with the Drown Yard deck. He has Jaces as well.
So we're saying he's going to be sitting here for a good...
No, we're going to be sitting as we see Garrett try to play Sphinx's Revelation as a land.
Ooh, that's
How much mana does Sphinx's Revelation tap for? And does it come into play tap?
3.
3?
3.
Of any color, your choice.
Yeah.
So Garrett on the play as he did win the ceremonial game of rock, paper, scissors.
Tap and you skip your next 2 turns.
Yeah. Max adding a turn 2 Gyre Sage to his side of the board. So we're going to play another one? No. Emissary is... Emissary on the stack.
I'm watching the wrong.
He has got...
Dissipated.
I kind of anticipated that dissipated. Oh!
Nice joke, Adam. Let me know
how that works out.
Did you buy my dad's joke book?
I did.
Danny Evans, jokes I would say to embarrass my son.
It was on
1995 on Amazon.
Stopping again.
I bought some Laffy Taffy and it was on the back of it.
What's Garrett doing with the old school bus stop thing here?
He's hitting the pause button every time.
See if so 2 dissipates taking out two drops, but we'll see if no.
Too bad he didn't want him to collaborate and listen to what he wanted to do. I'm full of them.
You're full of something, that's
Yeah.
for sure. So Garrett's basically had the better part of this one. Max has a significant this game plays out significantly differently when Max is on the draw.
The spears are new.
And he just has a parasite.
The spears are new.
There's a Borderland Ranger. Borderland Ranger is a card that's in Max's deck that's not in a lot of these Gruul decks.
Max spell breaks.
Yeah,
and then Gyre Sage promptly dies.
In response to the Borderland Ranger, Garrett's going to devour flesh. So Max is going to be left with just, I think, 1 card in hand. He's going to play the mountain he fetches up. And
he's got a 2/2 that helps get there all the way.
Probably not because of the Sphinx's Revelation.
Yeah. And I did mention it earlier, but you'll hear a lot of ambient noise. We do have a full house tonight as they've started running Friday Night X-Wing Miniatures League, which is awesome. I think I've heard good things about that game, though I don't play it. But it's unfortunate because the gaming tables are literally right through the wall,
yes.
Adjacent to us. So here's a Dom Ring. I'd be surprised if this got countered because Garrett doesn't have. I mean, he's already burned through 2 dissipates.
He doesn't even.
He doesn't play syncopates.
And there it is.
So it's going to be tough for Garrett to deal with unless he. I don't know how many D-spheres. Whoops. I don't know how many D-spheres or.
Bro, next turn.
Or O-rings he plays in the main. I don't think he plays O-rings at all, and I don't know how many D-spheres he has in the main.
He's not playing cleansing, is he?
I think he might be playing one.
Snapcaster Mage to get rid of Dom Ring.
Yeah. If Max has a spear here.
Should he? If he was going to spare, he would have threw the other one in response. So the other one.
That's how he has to take care of it. Now we got
Hellrider.
Hellrider's extra brutal here because not only does it get in for 1 million damage, that's 5 attacks and 2 triggers, right? So down to 6. But we know Max has the.
Sphinx for 1.
We know Max has the Thundermaw in his hand. Garrett forced to use. Oh, he stuck on 4 lands. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Forced to use the Sphinx's Revelation. Yeah.
He's forced to use the Stoop Phase.
Yeah. But I think Garrett going to the sideboard. We'll have to watch very carefully here. But if he still has the Feeling of Dread packet, I think he used to play 2 copies in his sideboard, and if he still does, that's very good in this spot.
It's kind of odd that also Garrett stuck on 4 lands during Commander earlier, and he apparently can't break that in any format.
So I see a D-sphere in Garrett's sideboard, but conveniently, the way both these guys hold their cards, I can't see anything. I should make a reminder sign out there that says
Hold them flat on the table.
or no, just like hold them side and just flash the camera at least so you can see what's coming in and coming out. But I figure Garrett's going to try to bring in as much tempo as he can here.
I love I like how they've gotten more room now.
Yes, that's Joe mentioning, again, we have a lot more room in the broom closet than we previously had. The most important thing is that we can now close the second door. For those of you who haven't seen pictures, I'll take a picture right now. But there's another door in the broom closet.
Can you not pan the... I guess you could...
Well, then I have to reset it.
Yeah.
It's very...
touchy.
Yes, but the key is that there's now enough room that I can shut that door.
What I think's funny
And
now
that
is
means nobody can just bust in here and just torment me, which is what they used to always do.
The other thing is that they help cut down on the ambient noise, but then everything's pushed out closer around you now.
Yes.
So,
When we solved this problem, and now we have, and to be perfectly honest, as I said before, as we have had a lot of issues with ambient noise from the Warhammer War Machine guys too, like that's a very good problem to have, is that when there's multiple groups of game players like filling the shop every night, you know, I will gladly deal with some extraneous X-wing noise if that means that the shop is full.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. Pound it.
Blow it up.
Pound it.
You know what? What did somebody do? They were like pound.
Rocket.
No, they were like this. Like, wait, go.
What am I supposed to do?
Go.
Crossways.
What's that?
I don't know. And they just go for like a high five, and when somebody try to high five them, they just pound their
I'm
hand.
gonna be honest. Didn't like what just happened.
It's
Kinda
I know,
weird.
right? It is.
Kinda weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a griefer thing to do.
Huh?
It's just a way to grief, even
Yeah.
in real life.
Sucks.
What's Max taking out there?
I don't know what's going to do.
So he had a last second.
Dombury's already in there to help out.
I think Dombury's the best card in this.
Mhm.
What other cards does a Gruul deck bring in against the control deck? Koth? I bring the heck in out of Koth right there.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited about this just for the fact that the 7/7 Nick Mountain 7/7 guy.
Oh, the new Ginju type card.
Yeah. It's like, all right. This is one of those fun cards, sort of like the whale.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be good in limited, and the whale will be good in Commander. Of course, Joe talking about Colossal Whale, which if you follow us on our Facebook page, we'll talk about that a little bit shortly. Facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. When that card was spoiled, I lost my mind because I love the art. It's a giant whale.
Great art.
I'm just like a small child. There's
I was
really
just,
I'm very disappointed in the power
Look,
toughness
it's,
ratio for a giant whale. Though.
yeah, it's a whale that's like 50 times larger than two giant ships. It's a 5/5.
Hey, I mean,
It should be at least like a 5/8.
Dan was always a 4/1.
Dan-
He was pretty much the same size as a ship.
Dan isn't that like your favorite card?
I love Dan. I need to get foil ones. I don't know why I've never
Do
done
they
that.
even exist?
Yeah, because he was time shifted.
If there was ever a card they needed to reprint, man, it was Dan.
Yeah, because fairy decks were rampant, and it was a good sideboard card.
When we get back into the action here
And against teaching decks.
in game 2, Garrett, 2 lands and go. And Max, let's see if he's going to change emissaries here.
I'm watching the wrong screen.
Emissary.
Ooh, skull crack.
Emissary and just into a skull crack. Skull crack is 4 damage, isn't it?
3.
Why did I think it was 4?
You thought it was better than what it was.
I guess in this format, everything going to the face just being at 4.
I guess that's the answer to the question, what does Max side in this matchup is... Oh, that's really strong there. Turn 3, Planeswalker, draw Flint Hoof Boar. Garrett needs to untap into a D-Sphere here, or he's going to be in pretty bad shape.
Oh,
there we
he
go.
throws it.
With
Like
emphasis.
the old classic, throw your card at it.
Is this the old classic, Hell Rider gets you for 4?
I'm going to bore you. Bore you.
That's fine. Anything that has haste is fine. But Garrett at 14 here, already on 4 mana. The question is, can he play a 5th mana? To rest.
Through that.
Leaving another boar, a wolf run, and a Hell Rider?
Yeah.
Well, we knew he had the Hell Rider in his hand because he almost played it last turn. But another boar... Hell Rider's going to get dissipated, right?
Yeah.
So that's the question. Like, he had the opportunity to land one or the other uncontested last turn. He chose the boar. Would it have been better if it was the Hellrider? Hellrider swings for 4 every turn.
Yeah.
Is Garrett stuck on million again?
Yeah. This is his second turn. He's missed the land.
Meaning,
He has a think twice flashback in his graveyard. I mean, that doesn't help him here. I don't think his deck's playing Azorius Charm. Well, no, that can't be right. He has to be playing Azorius Charm.
yeah, there'd be no reason not to. Unless you're just going for the offshoot of playing Dimir Charm, and then
He tried that out 1 week and I think he mostly got sick of it.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because he just used it as a bad ponder a lot.
It looks pretty good as an FNM promo, though.
So Maxx, we know his hand is Hellrider.
No, it's not Hellrider.
I mean, it's Flint Hoof Boar. And that's
What was Wolf Run? Now it's just Flint Hoof Boar.
Yeah, so he's going to Flint Hoof Boar, give it haste.
Swing 6 run.
We're going to think twice in response.
Terminus.
What else does Maxx have in his hand that he needed to land untap like that?
I don't know. Like something that you wouldn't want to, like, Wolf Run with.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Wolf Run doesn't do anything with this mana. You could trample.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you guys Snapcash, you can just trample.
It's not irrelevant.
Yeah.
So is Garrett thinking what he wants to do here? Because he hasn't taken the damage yet. I guess his only response really is Azorius Charm something. No, he's just going to take it. In a pretty bad spot here. Needs a verdict. Needs a terminus.
Too bad. 4 land again.
Passing back.
Double Azorius Charm.
Hoping for the
Snapcaster.
Devour.
Targeting Devour Flesh. Sack 1. But Maxx is just going to...
Trample over.
He's just going to Wolf Run. In a signature Maxx Turner land tapping style, all in a row, tapping 25 degrees. And that was enough. Did we see what the card was in his hand?
No.
I'm curious.
Yeah, got stuck on the land twice.
Somebody want to go dig for another match? Want to go fish?
I can't. I don't know what to look for, but...
Just look for 2 players who you think will play good Magic. And also ask Mac what that card was in his hand.
Hey, Mac. What's that last card in your hand?
So Victor's going to step outside. That's the problem with this is the problem with the Maxx deck. With any deck Scott Driver plays, if somehow roles were reversed and I was in the FNM, it would be the problem with every deck I ever play, which is that it either wins or loses in 10 minutes.
Both you and me were there for a while. That's the same with this here. But it's a shame because we didn't really see much out Garrett because of we got stuck on 4 land twice.
Yeah, Garrett's deck is very good. He's playing infinite sweepers. He never drew a terminus. He never drew a supreme verdict. He might have drawn a terminus, but if he didn't miracle it, he never got to 6 land in either game. You want me to go do it?
Yeah, you can. I think Yan in that one. I don't know if that
What'd
one
you
can.
do?
Yeah. It was a forest.
What you got here, little Kiki Jeeks?
Yeah, I left it while I was playing Commander.
Is that guy get reprinted? Has he shown up in Modern Masters yet?
I would think so. I wouldn't see why not.
So stick around, guys. Don't go anywhere. We've got Joe looking for another feature match. We've got a half hour left in this round, so we'll still have plenty of Magic to be played, one way or the other. I like sending other people out to get matches occasionally because that way people don't only hate me.
Yeah.
Sometimes they hate other people.
I got 2 people. I got 2 matches I can pick up, but either one of them has been on tonight. Is that okay?
That's fine. Okay. For replays, replays doesn't matter. It's just about, can we get it?
I mean, I could be like, oh, good chatty.
Huh? Chad won.
It was a draw. Kind of a win.
He won.
I thought it was a draw.
No, he won.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Nick Scoot. He had like 1 billion damage on board.
Oh.
He had like 8 permanents and 2 Gavany activations. Although he did play some Petal Grove untapped when he shouldn't have and tried to play the Amazon Pill.
I know.
We shot him down.
I know. Maxx Turner.
Let Joe back in because Joe went out to get the other game.
Oh, well. Sucks for Joe.
Sorry, Garrett.
I got Brandon Gibbs and
Chad Watson.
your friend.
Chad Watson.
All right. So we got
double camera for him.
And They're
He's
moving
gonna be
over
so happy.
right now.
Sure. No.
Huh?
Watch for it, make sure it doesn't sound.
Alright. Everybody wants your crappy card. You lost with that deck. Who wants them?
Isn't that how it goes? If you lose, you get your deck out. It's like you're playing for your slip for your card.
I'm undefeated.
We're all undefeated
Yeah,
except
we're
Joe.
all-
He lost.
Yeah, I did. Boom.
But he's undefeated this round.
Yeah.
Or did you get a buy?
Yes.
Oh yeah!
I beat myself up over it.
Congratulations to Joe Lewis, our round 2 victor.
Moving up in standings.
Does
Moving down.
does Chad work at Highland Park?
And didn't get a buy. You back? Up stuff.
Chad doing some inadvertent advertisement for a Highland Hospital.
I know, right?
I know. Am I right?
You right. I know.
Did Chad ever find the Advent of the Worm tokens he was looking for?
Yes, yeah, I found it. It's good.
All right.
It's covered.
We did.
It's in his thing there.
I haven't talked to Chad since I left the house, so I don't know what he needed. I'm the best roommate.
You're the best.
Part of my crews out there. The anti-juggalo for life crew playing on cam.
Yeah, you have. He's currently undefeated on camera. Lifetime.
I know, right? I should tell his girlfriend, be like, turn on the computer.
You should never tell anyone that. Anything going on in the chat while we wait for these two? No, people just talking about Snapcaster Mage and what's that seal? Ground seal?
Well, I mean, I pretty much use this as a pickup line. Be like, hey, you recognize me, right? Deck Sells Magic Productions.
Kind of a big deal.
You want to see it?
So, you're gonna go back to my house, look at my tokens, maybe watch Bob Burgers, and then make out.
Oh my god.
Do you like?
It's a perfect
Do
day.
you like lizards?
I can show you my topaz and my bearded dragon. Here, let me put a sheet over the bearded dragon. She stares.
I don't want her to see what's about to happen.
No.
My wife's bearded dragon lives in the game room at my house, and every time people are over there to play cards, they're always like, "Is that thing dead?" Because it just sits there. And I'm just like, no, it's a lizard.
That's how it lives.
It's not Johnny Carson. It's just a lizard. It sits there.
My tokay gecko is very active. Pretty cool lizards. The bearded dragon sits there and looks at me all day.
Yeah, they're
Except for
lucky.
Except for when it eats.
Well, Chad also got a beverage there. He got a nice cold drink.
Ooh.
Can you ask them what game, like who's won what?
There are either 1-1.
What game is this?
So Chad won the first one? Chad, man. Chad not fooling around, man. He's like,
not.
look, I have the opportunity to play on camera. This is my chance to make my mark and get some international stardom.
Well, Chad was like, I'm probably going to win this one. And I was like, you should probably think that every time you play. And he's like, I'm not going to make any mistakes. I'm going to think about what I do.
Sir,
I'm going to win this one. I'm like, you need to do that every week you play. He's like,
I've been
okay.
for a long time.
You get there?
No, I got crushed.
Oh, you crushed again.
What were you playing, Scott?
Bant Aggro. And
Oh, Troy. Was it Troy King?
Yes.
His deck is weird and fun, and also probably an awful matchup for you.
I played against
Oh
the
yeah,
first round.
the first game I lost to a double striking, spectral flying Strangleroot Geist.
Is that good?
Second game I lost to Near Heath Pilgrim paired with Silverblade Paladin.
Yeah, Near Heath Pilgrim paired with anything is bad news for you, especially once he pairs up with some kind of hexproof thing or.
But I have to get the Blitz out of my system, and then realistically I'm going to play Gruul the rest of the weekend, I'm sure.
Oh, you're on Blitz? Okay. I thought you were playing Gruul.
I hate it, but I never get to play it. I've never played it in a sanctioned tournament, so I figured I wish I would.
Is there what non-creature spells are in the Blitz deck? Boros Charms?
That I'm playing 2 Giant Growths and 3 Searing Spears.
I love Giant Growth.
But I've got 2 Thalias and 1 Kessig Malcontent. And I replaced the 4th Frontline Medic with a Slayer's Stronghold to make those 8th turn experiment ones a little bit less embarrassing.
I like it.
That's very true.
So we get off here into game 2. Chad's junk tokens. Let's take the first game. Chad's very concerned with that. Either there was something on his sleeve, or
It's like a
his,
cheat sheet he's
or-
got on his hand.
what is it on his hand? His grocery list?
No, that's the cards he's borrowing from people tonight. That's it. He's writing down on his sleeve so they remember.
So
borrowing
he's
one
borrow,
I know he's borrowing one
something from
Troy King.
From Yin.
That's his Barnacle list.
From quit playing cards so I can see. He's borrowing an advent from, is that from you,
Is
Joe?
it like a
Troy King. I know, because they sit there and ask me. Like, I'll write this on my arm, so don't forget it.
Meanwhile, Geist. So that's a fun sub-game that everyone can play at home. What cards from who did some...
Should that be the contest?
Well, Yin has got on there, but I don't know what he's borrowing. It looks like a Z.
Advent from Yen.
No.
Yeah, it's ADV.
No, that's from Troy.
Yeah, and Yen's playing John, isn't he? He always
Yeah, but I don't think Chad has any
Oh, that's
Advents.
Brandon.
So they're probably all Advents. Written on his hand by different
No,
people.
from Brian, he's borrowing VR. That's Voice of Resurgence.
Oh, okay. But I think Yen is...
Or Venereal Retribution.
Could be.
Oh,
Could
wow.
It is.
Wow.
Tapping
Sounds
3
like something you get if you cheat on your
for
wife.
a Lingering Souls, which he gets from his kitty box. I mentioned on the stream photo shoot last week, and I've noticed
He had the
that
best sleeves in deck box.
best combo.
Yeah.
That's the best combo.
Well, he'd like to get the wild... They make sleeves for the wild and free,
Uh-huh.
but he has yet to get them. He's tried to order them from like 2 separate shops and it hasn't worked out for him.
So,
Pretty good.
Let's get got out there, Spider.
no, that is a Geist of St. Wrath with an armadillo cloak on it. And that's the sheet token he's chosen to use tonight for Angel, which I approve of wholeheartedly.
Yeah, in a way, it might be an
I always wanted to see a flying sheep.
So that's a 4/4 trampling Geist,
Guess you just
and the Angel that it makes. You just take
take
it.
it.
Well, you could chump with that guy if you want.
Yeah, but there's no...
Either way, tramples, right?
Yeah.
Don't block. Don't block.
He apparently didn't know it had trample.
He does now.
He blocks the angel? I think he's blocking the angel.
Oh, he blocks
Block
the
the
Angel.
angel. Okay, that's fine. But I think he might try to flash it back to drop the guy next time. I don't know if he had black.
He does.
Well, even flashing back, it's how many has he got out?
One.
He has one now.
And
Yeah, I think he was talking about
Blocking the guy.
not blocking it and then trying to trade 4 for 1.
seems efficient.
4 for 2.
He's got a voice in his hand.
The lifelink is so brutal. But of course, Chad's deck is very capable of piling on tons of damage.
The Blitz deck, I'm not super impressed with.
Did he tap a green?
Yes.
Is there a land?
It's underneath the isolated.
We like to joke in earlier rounds that Chad looks like he sacks all his lands to Greater Gargadon when he taps for something, because he just puts them all in a pile and sticks them over the side.
I know that Chet had made it a point to put his lands in front of his creatures.
Is there strategic value to that, or just to be awesome?
Just to be a griefer.
Yeah, because I told him it annoys people more than anything in the world. He's like, I'm going to do that. Like, go for it.
Kind of like me playing the Magic Show playmat.
Yeah, I wish I knew what happened to mine.
The number one thing that you grief with that playmat is my camera.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it just can't handle it.
Yeah,
So
that's,
without
I was going to
putting
give
you guys
away
up
that
close.
States playmat because I just want to continue using that horrible Magic Show playmat
Oh,
forever.
it's fine.
It's starting to get kind of funky.
Call of Conclave.
Seems reasonable. Seems legit.
Yeah, how old is that playmat?
It's pretty old.
I had mine
It's
when it
older.
first came out, and
It's older
apparently
than
I've,
Vickers.
I've misplaced it somewhere.
Well, yours like has weird stains on it.
I know.
It has one line on it that we watched
Yeah, I
you,
know.
watched
That
you
everybody
draw on.
loves. Everybody loves.
Didn't your lizard like poop on it or something?
No, my lizard has.
Yikes.
That's one thing my lizard
Spectral
has not pooped on.
So Spectral Fight also suiting up on the Geist now, so we've got a 6/6 flying, trampling, life-linking
Ugh.
Geist and an Angel.
So it's 10.
Just so stupid.
You don't block any of this. How does Chad deal with these hexproof creatures? You just try to raise?
Try to jump him and
Does he have
Fetal position.
Does he have like near health program or any kind of life gain or
I don't
anything?
think so. You just kind of hope that you can chump block him.
If the guy's in there trample right now, you can jump block probably for days.
Does he have Ray of Revelation?
I don't think so.
Seems really good.
I think you block at least the angel if you do anything. You don't block the angel.
Does he have Tempest of Light?
No.
Parasaline?
Tranquility.
Ultimate blowout.
Excuse me.
Off the top.
Renounce the guilds?
That's
No.
a good
That's a good one.
Doesn't have that.
No,
Well, should I guess Brandon could just sack the cloak?
That it's very good though. I don't think Chad would be upset if he sacked the Armadillo Cloak.
No.
That's the only card he can't beat right now. Like Joe said, he can just live off those Lingering Soul tokens and just trade incrementally for damage. Yeah, why doesn't he? You should talk to him about that. That might be a good sideboard card to play. Is the Renounce the Guilds.
Yeah.
Because it hits the Geist, it hits Locks on somebody, it hits Cloak. They should have called it something. I know they can't call it Armadillo Cloak because of rules, but they should have called it something. Armadillo Skin.
Philistine Cloak.
Yes, or something.
Like Armadillo Cape.
Yes, Armadillo Cape.
Armadillo Hood.
What about Armadillo Cloak 2.0?
Armadillo
Colon. It's not what you think, it's different. Colon. Actually,
It
doesn't
could just
stack.
went for the ultimate cloak of Armadillo.
I like it.
Updated Cloak.
Armadillo Thong.
Armadrangus.
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 Armadeus Cloak.
Thong, thong, thong.
Man, we only got through round 2. We've already referenced the Thong Song.
Oh, it's a classic back in the day.
There's nothing classic about
I could just see Cisco prancing.
Cisco.
I think it's far worse that my roommates, whenever there's a party, they listen to Return of the Mac. I think I'd rather listen to this. I'd rather listen to this.
Oh my
I
god.
hate it. I hate it. Oh gosh.
That's got some
I'd
some
rather hear the
ironic
tr-
value to
I'd
it.
rather
It's
hear
got
the
some
trench
awesome
coat than that.
Thong Song is just,
A lot better.
yeah, it's awful.
No, it's not.
You're wrong,
It's a
Adam.
classic.
You've been outvoted 1,000,000,000 to 1.
Has that dog molested anybody lately?
No.
Terrible, non-stream worthy story about that.
So all Brandon needs here is 1 enchantment.
Armadillo trench coat.
Armadillo Trench Coat. That's
Ooh.
very good.
Sounds like something somebody wear in
I was
the alley.
It sounds like something
that?
to get you expelled.
Ooh, that
from
doesn't
school.
work.
That doesn't work. Sesame charm is not working there.
Derp-a-derp.
You tried.
And I don't even think he tapped the correct mana for it either.
No, you did not.
Multiple reasons why that wasn't allowed in the game of Magic. He has to chump with something, otherwise he's dead.
He's got 17 minutes. Go to, he's up 1 game. Go to game 3.
He's getting his money's worth.
Yeah. It's not every week he gets to play on camera, and this week he gets to play on it twice.
It'd be nice to win on camera. Go to game 3.
He did last time, apparently.
He's undefeated lifetime on camera.
Until
I was until Cliff whipped out the first of the anti-Scott decks.
You mean, then Cliff won on camera?
So what you're saying, you're a force that warps the metagame?
Before it works Cliff's metagame, he's playing that anti-Scott deck again tonight.
He's got Vol Ross in his deck too.
I mean,
Yeah,
as long
Endless
as
Blockers, Voice of Resurgence.
I mean, as long as Cliff
Cliff
doesn't
likes
play
it.
instants, he's good.
Cliff likes value.
Cliff likes whipping my butt.
Ooh.
Hey now.
It's now Scar-striped.
Zing, magic joke. The stream also is kidding on Chad because technically you untap before you draw.
Yeah, I know.
To which
that.
I would encourage the chat to shut the hell up.
Seriously.
That is one thing that Chad told me he was
only-
going to work on today.
It's
to
not
make
that
top
bad.
8. He was like, I'm going to untap myself before I draw. I was like, okay.
No one cares. There's when someone taps mana wrong or there's a rules discrepancy or something like that, I'm all for the chat saying it because ultimately I would like to correct things if the game's incorrect. You know what I mean? But when they just argue about things, forgetting the fact that it's casual FNM, I just get so
I
frustrated.
think it's pronounced Mana.
Mana.
That's how my
Mana.
Torres pronounces it, so it has to be right, right?
Mana.
2 mana.
The black mana.
Mana.
So Chad untaps with 4 mana. Voice, Centaur token, Absence Pilgrim, and S Lingering Soul token, that Pokemon card or whatever.
It's an Archangel. Marvel Overpower. We should face it the other way so it's like flying towards Brandon instead of falling down the building.
Yeah, I'm also very concerned with the orientation of his card.
I am. We're going to have a strict meeting back at the house.
I'm going to put up a separate clock on the screen to keep track of all the deliberation time that... If this was like a chess clock type scenario, if this was Moto,
Yeah.
Chad would have...
Timed out.
He would struggle.
You'd time out.
Yeah, don't play Chromatic Lantern in online draft.
Ooh. Board is the worst. I hate when people play that.
Why is that?
Because
because it asks you every time.
Yeah, it asks you every land, and I didn't even play that card.
Did you want black mana?
No. I want the
Yeah, with
mana.
chromatic, it's 5 choices.
Well, there
every
should
time.
be some kind of like for a card like Urborg, you should be able to
Set a stop.
know and always know.
Ignore this.
So considering their interface still looks like CompuServe.
Oh my gosh.
What tricks can he have?
The new one isn't even. It's not even better. I don't like the new client. I'd rather have the old one.
Oh, there's the trick.
What is that?
It's
the
Druid's
prevent
Deliverance?
prevent damage.
prevent damage, populate.
So he can make another Lingering Souls token here, or
Yeah.
Centaur.
Centaur.
Yeah, Centaur. It'd be better if he would have been able to kill his.
It would also be good. Oh, so yeah, he does remember.
Been better if he could have killed his voice.
Here's how you can win out of nowhere. Bam, win.
And no. I was hoping he could miracle.
Oh, does he have Entreat in his
Yeah,
deck?
he's entreating his deck.
Man, that seems really hard to cast, but I guess he is playing Absence Pilgrims. Like, how many non-white lands does he have? Just like the one
I don't
swamp?
know. He loves that card. Can't tell him to take it out.
Entreat's very good. But
Yeah.
Entreat wins a lot of games that you should not win.
Yeah.
The trick kept him from losing that third game when he was on there.
I do, the chat referencing that, I do remember that when I was a kid. Like, I started playing Magic when I was like 13, I think, 94 maybe. But like, we used to say like, no, you didn't untap. You can't untap now. Rules lawyering from a young age. Tapping some mana for Intangible Virtue.
That's saucy.
Could he play 2 more and win here?
That would be.
Because that would make his
Brendan's doing
Centaurs
the math on his phone.
6/6.
Gonna
Yeah.
play charge across the array.
He's texting.
That would make Gibbs
Lol, this
explode.
new one scoop. JK, LOL.
I mean, if you have another, if he had the Midnight Haunting, which I don't think he has, that could hit. What does he have? What is?
It's like a yellow. As we all lean around the laptop to try and get
I think
a
it's
better
another
angle on it.
voice and maybe Intangible. Because I went to the replay cam.
Oh, it's Yin borrowing 2 advents.
Okay. Yeah, I told you.
So, 1, 2, it says 8, 9, 10, 11.
I don't know.
Does he have another Druid's Deliverance?
It'd be really good if he did.
Sickest slow roll ever.
I don't think it's a slow roll so much as just trying to figure out if there's like what to attack with. Miracle the Hinterland Harbor.
Back in everybody again. Is that it?
If he just dies here, it's going to be very frustrating.
And he does.
Yeah!
Well, he might be playing to possibly draw instead of losing.
I think he was just thinking that. I mean, it's not.
Thinking is sad.
I don't look forward to it in any regard.
So how are you enjoying the week off?
See, is this recorded? Yes, I miss her very much.
Oh.
What is it?
Sweet.
Shannon's out of town until Monday, which is why I'm playing Magic 3 days this weekend.
Hey now.
Loosened up that chain.
Zing. Give Adam Vickers a hand cam and have him hover over the players to get hand shots. Get to work, son.
As long as they're not hand drums.
Here's something though. This is actually that's
See
obviously
what you can do. You go out there to snap pictures of running back in
Good.
here.
This is what they have.
this is something obviously in the chat. This Colin D suggesting something casually in jest, but a lot of times people are like, dude, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Why don't you have multiple cameras? Why don't you do this? And I'm just like, what? If you would like to pay for all of this equipment, I would gladly install it. I would gladly have like a 6-camera shoot. If you want to pay for the equipment, I'll buy we'll order a new Alienware desktop exclusively for the stream, so that I can power 6 peripherals. Because people forget, like, this little laptop I use struggles to power the 2 cameras and the USB mic, and also run itself.
I think how much fun it would be to have like Magic videos with POV in the title.
I guess I could have like a walkie-talkie.
I
with,
really
hide behind
like-
the corner and be like, they have this and they have this and they have that.
Did you watch the last Grand Prix? I forget which one it was. I think it was Modern. But that's the one where it was the first time that GG's Live had unveiled. They had the layout such that they had the main screen, and then at the bottom they had each player's face cam.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I talked to I sent Rashad Miller a tweet to say like that's the most functional layout, even better than Star City's, because Star City does a lot of cuts and it's very professional and whatnot. But that's the best way I've ever seen of putting everything I want to see on the screen at the same time without being like cluttered.
Yeah, I think I was watching whatever the modern was, Grand Prix Modern, Portland.
Yes, that was it. Grand Prix Portland.
They were also showing down in there coverage like other feature matches they had down in there, and they were going between like.
Yeah.
I kind of hated that
They were
because I was
switching
more
between like
interested
the main match
sometimes
and
in
sideboard, and they would flip.
Yes, yes, you're exactly right. It's really awesome when they have the ability to switch, like just hard switch to another game, because they have at this point now I think they have 4 matches being filmed at all times, which is a pretty
I also
awesome.
noticed that Jerry was on every single feature match that I watched. It.
So they put the names on there.
I think I speak for everyone when I say I don't care as long as Rich Hagan is doing the commentary. I'm satisfied.
You want him to be doing the
Oh,
commentary?
absolutely. He's
What was
fantastic.
that? The hot mess.
I always
I could-
Hill and
I could not
what's his
be-
name? That was.
Zach Hill
Sutcliffe.
and Marshall Sutcliffe, they got in some trouble.
I miss
you know,
BDM and Mike Flores.
I'm just
This is a good one. Spike was saying I need to use more star wipes to cut from the studio to the battlefield. just any more. I just need to have more Magic Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, you could edit them into the...
Like that same song that the Magic Show uses, which is whatever the song is built into. It's built into that video editing. I forget what it is. Not Premiere, but like that song is just the song that comes with that, and everybody uses it.
Yeah.
I'm just like everybody knows where you got that from.
Star Wipe's the best wipe.
Once you edit those into the videos
I would like
for
to
the
have-
YouTube.
I've mentioned before, I can barely edit the videos, period. Let alone no, because the thing that that XSplit records it in Flash video,
Yeah, you have to
and it's the most unstable video ever. The fact that I can the fact that I can chop stuff up, period, is
Right.
kind of a modern miracle. There's no way this game is going to finish before time, unless Brandon just whitewashes them. Because we have.
Yeah, I mean, Chad can't win, I don't think, in this amount of time.
Please keep.
The bad thing is, whoever loses or wins, I'll have to hear about it because I work with Brandon and I live with Chad, so this is awesome.
Have you ever thought about mixing it up? Maybe just live with Brandon and his wife and just work with
Just
Chad
curl up between
at the
them.
Highland Hospital?
The trading places. Is that what
Just be like the middle spoon.
I'm good.
You're good. You're good. Good.
you're playing the ultra quick method where you just lay the land down, say we're going to tap it, and it's not tapping.
Yeah, I don't think your living situation could be any better.
It could be.
So dueling Avacyn's
How
Pilgrims
many
here.
legends live in the house, by the way?
Call of the Conclave. Nope. Voice of Resurgence. So turn 2, Voice of Resurgence.
Hey, reptiles?
Nice.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, but
There's 2 leopard geckos, 1 snake, 1 plated, 7.
Let me see. Geist of St. Chap's.
Tarantulas are being jerks.
I need to get one.
Turn 2 Geist of St. Chap's pretty good. I guess that is the one advantage of the Bant deck playing the Avacyn's Pilgrim. It gives you a real consistent ability to land that on turn 2. And you have just busted draws where you can just untap with 4 mana and go Spectral Flight, Rancor, Ethereal Armor.
tangible virtue.
Not too bad.
He's the kind of guy who would
Get ya.
some token down to it.
I mean, the card Chad doesn't want to see is Armadillo Cloak. Everything else he can potentially race.
Yeah.
Here's your move here. He's got some type of pants he put on his dude. Not sure what he's putting on. It's not cloaked, or he just slammed it by now.
Maybe.
Spectral Flight Rancor.
Where's your Spectral Flight? Where's the Near Heath Pilgrim? No, Spectral Flight. Does he have a Silverblade Paladin in his hand? Wouldn't you equip that? I guess this gets the most damage in this turn. Then you can plow the next turn and get in for a
Rancor! Rancor!
No,
Probably Pilgrim.
Other
All in on that guy, so go ahead and get you for 10.
pretty good.
It's 2-turn clock all the time.
This Bant deck wins very quickly or gets into a board state or exhausts itself. And can't, like we saw in round 1, we saw Brandon lose to Yen's Jun deck, where first of all, the deck doesn't mulligan very well. Then you're all in on your one threat, and then if Yen eventually deals with it, you're just hellbent most of the rest of the game.
Is that double flight?
Yep.
What if you draw the card into your hand but leave it face down before you untap? Is that technically the correct play? So he can now Gavini's Voice of Resurgence, attack for 3 and lose. So he has to come up here with a Lingering Souls, another Druid's Deliverance, which is not very good here. Midnight Haunting, is he playing Haunting?
I don't
Advent of the Worm's not any good here. He has to come up with some flying blocker, and even that might not be good enough, because Rancor, Armadillo Cloak, all of those things trump that.
Let's have a deliverance.
I'm saying that should have Skylasher in the sideboard for this matchup.
Skylasher is the pro blue guy.
Yeah,
Blue Flash came to counter 2-2 reach.
It's fine, but it can't beat Spectral Flight.
Yeah, it can. That's
Yeah,
reach.
But it has. I'm not talking not Spectral Flight. I'm talking about
The cloak.
the trample.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you can.
You cloak it up.
Well, no, that is trampled. So,
Rancor.
ODD Rancor?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pokes.
That's it, right?
should be it.
Herpiter?
And double strike.
Yep. Jeez. How much is that? 1, 2, 3,
You
4, 5,
bond
6, 7,
You wait till
8.
the angel comes out and bond with the angel.
Can't do
Or,
that.
yeah, you can.
16.
Yeah. He's going to bond with Angel.
Yeah, bond.
Oh, I see. I understand what you mean. Yeah.
So he takes 8, you know what? Unless you get that
He's
Druid's
going to
Deliverance.
yeah.
Druid's Deliverance.
Which is fine, except for the fact
He
that
can't deal-
he can't deal 12 damage.
Yeah.
How much damage would that have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
He's like, yeah,
7, 8.
yeah, that's it.
So just too much. So the Bant Wars deck of Brandon Gibbs, we saw it lose the first round on camera, and then it won. Both these players played in the first round on camera in different matches,
Had different results.
and then they had different results in the second round.
And now they both have different results again.
Sure. So that's going to be one of the last matches that we've got currently ongoing.
Yeah, it's almost time in a round.
Yep.
Otherwise, then you juggle a free cam.
We're just. What do you say? Under 5 minutes remain in the round.
Yeah.
So we've got.
Ooh, you were close.
I had under 5 minutes and I had 1 minute left. So just stick with this here. Just 5 minutes left in the round, so obviously we're not going to be able to step outside and find another match in that period of time. But we'll kill some time in here before we...
You played when Chandler's Phoenix was
Yes.
printed.
In M13
How
or
excited are you seeing it come
M12. Is it M12?
12.
Well, I don't like standard, so I could care less. But
Oh, shut you down.
no, that's just a very. That's not a. That was not meant to be a jab. That's just a very legitimate. Like I just don't. I really just don't care. Hold on just a second, everyone, as I try to.
I think it's just outclassed now. Like you have, I mean,
With
you got
Sky-
better.
with the Sky.
It's fine, but
Well, I mean,
like
you
there's
got
so many. Like,
Reckoner.
after things rotate, maybe it's still very. It's still a hasty, recursive, evasive threat. But I don't know if there's a deck that really wants it.
I don't know. I don't think you're right. I don't think it's in that spot.
Like the problem is there's so many good 4-drops with haste that I don't know if a 3-drop that you can occasionally buy, but I mean it'll probably see play in that period of time where red deck dominates after rotation and everybody just plays that because it's still a fine card and there's enough burn out there that you can reliably get it back, but I don't know, as long as Hellrider's in play, and I mean you can play them both in the same deck, but I don't know, like you said, like situations where you would want Phoenix over Reckoner, I mean they're different cards, but I don't know, it's good to see. I mean it's fun.
I mean, I think maybe if you had like the Gruul that are just like really quick because you have like the flip. You can have like all your creatures have haste, basically.
You could. You put in that red deck Gruul, that red deck.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
because you can
Yeah,
have like
another
strangle.
basic,
Cause
like-
I'm sure you could work out the mana that you could have Strangleroot Geist in it.
good.
I mean, I don't know why you couldn't.
Those also give you a target for Rampager.
Yeah, and I mean,
It's pretty cool.
you'd have Flint Hook Bolt. Well, you'd have Flint, or you'd have the board, but it's basically a 3-drop anyway.
You just gave up on saying Flint Hook.
I did. I did. I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, the board, the green one.
Yeah.
You know, you pay red.
We'll just have to see. I think it's interesting.
It's
It's a
not
co-
one of those cards that's going to change in that game. This is going to be one of
it
those
might
cards.
it might slot in somewhere. It's perfectly fine. They're reprinting Doomblade. I saw that.
Are they
They're also
reprinting Doomblade?
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
they're printing another copy of Llanowar Elves
I
too.
don't even care now.
There's another Llanowar Elves.
What, they're gonna change the name? Why?
I don't know. That's one of the
I don't even
most
care they have
deck decks.
Doomblade.
It's creature type is Elf Druid. I forget what it's called. These are unofficial spoilers that came out today, but it's the same guy who spoiled other cards in previous sets, and they were accurate. And it's based on his shop got like intro promos for like marketing stuff and stuff like that.
Doomblade's back. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Doomblade's back.
Yeah, I don't even care. Doomblade's back and Ratchet Bomb.
And Ratchet Bomb.
Ugh. Which I
I'm
don't
happy to
know
see
how
Ratchet
good
Bomb
Ratchet
come
Bomb's
back.
gonna be, but it's back. I mean,
Well, I think they're expecting. Expecting token.
The chat is mentioning Lord Kratos is mentioning that. I don't know if this is true or not, but he's saying that Llanowar Elves is plural, but it's just one creature, and that's why they're changing it. I'd be very curious to see if that is, or that's just a personal
no,
opinion.
but they've always had like one creature on the picture, I guess. Oh, I remember when it was just the side shot
Of the head?
Yeah.
Looks like
It's
Zangief
gross. I
Vampire.
hate that thing. It's one of my least favorite
It has,
Magic
it has the tattoo too, or the vein or whatever on the side of
I
it.
hated that thing. Ratchet Bomb's coming back, and Joe's excited about that. That's a very good utility card. A poor man's engineer explosives, but at least it does it.
Well, it doesn't trick against token.
Yeah.
Voice
That's
trick
someone else saying that.
problematic.
Someone else saying that they hated the fact that Wizards hated the fact that it was a plural name on
I
that.
can see that.
That's fine, I guess, but I don't know. Like it was printed in alpha. Like there's no need to have like 19 versions of the same card. I don't understand.
Well, isn't there like
one that is a Llanowar
Like
Elf
that's just like the most like hair splitting semantics thing to be like, well, it's a plural name, but who gives a crap? No one says Llanowar Elves. Everyone just goes Elf Go.
Yeah.
I say elves? Yeah.
I say Elf Go when I play Noble Hierarch.